Hi everyone, I'm Cinderace9. Welcome back to Let's Play Breath of Fire 3. Mad Gong. Now remember, Ryu is alone, so yeah, reprisal will help. Some ginseng. The enemies here won't be too difficult, but if you get lost, they can wear you down. I'm trying to remember if they have any really nasty tricks.
Whenever I decided to do something, my mother would always ask me, "Is that what the Princess of Windia should do?" I would always answer yes. When I left the castle with Ryu and my other friends, for the first time I wasn't my mother's daughter or the Princess of Windia. I was able to just be Nina. You're just being selfish, you know. I thought it was very important that we learn about Ryu and the Brood. I don't know anymore. Maybe I left the castle just because I was tired of being controlled by my mother.
You must go back. There's nothing for you here. Okay, so we'll actually go back. The power of the Brood. Look at me. I have a power I was so frightened of I swore never to use it. But compared to the power of the Brood, my power is insignificant. Doesn't that just beat all? How can anyone handle that kind of power? If it were me, I know what I'd do with it. No. I know better. I wouldn't be able to handle that kind of power responsibly. I'm just no good. You feel unbridled strength coming from deep within you. You can heal and save at this dragon statue. It's probably a good idea to save in another save slot if you haven't been doing that. Okay. Now we just head back. After a fight, of course. Charge! See, the enemies can do some damage. If you have the Royal Sword, though, you'll cut a path pretty easily. One healing herb on the dot. Bow down and pray before me. Now we'll get to this. I'll show you the path when your heart and mind are as one. Okay. What we're actually going to do, though, is read this plaque. Ah! And you try to get the treasure chest. Now, honestly, you don't need this treasure chest, but I'll show it off for those of you that maybe could use it. Answer truthfully. Do you want what's in the box? Yes. Yeah, just be truthful. Two Mad Gongs. Here's where things can be dangerous when there's more than one enemy. one, just keep an eye on your HP, because remember, if Ryu goes down, that's it. So, there we go. And hopefully you have some healing items with you. Inside the treasure chest, you find the Shaman's Ring. If you don't remember what a Shaman's Ring does, lowers AP usage by 25%. Now, while that's useful, you probably should have spirit rings. Now, if you didn't want to do anything with the fairy village, I understand that's not for some people. So the Shaman's Ring would be useful to you. I mean, cutting AP usage by 25% is better than nothing. But if you got spirit rings, then obviously they're better and you don't even need the chest. But for those that don't like the fairy village, I wanted to show that off. Alright, now we just head the other way. And you're back at the heal and save dragon statue. Vile Weed. Bye. Oh yay! A rice ball! Rice balls are worthless. They do absolutely nothing. They're what you get if a fairy completely messes up a copy. Yes, we're gonna go ahead and save again, since we did make a little bit of progress. So yeah, you can just throw them away. They even don't sell for anything. Well, they sell for 1 zenny, but that's nothing now. Okay, now we're going to do this. Bow down and pray before me. I will show you the path when your heart and mind are as one. Okay? So we'll do that. There we go. Go, my child. Let your steps take you where they will. Now, some people will kind of get messed up there because they'll be like, okay, do we press buttons? What do we do? You just stand there and pray. Which is why I was quiet. You know, just to go along with that. You don't do anything. Don't press any buttons. You talk to the statue and then press absolutely nothing. And then it'll, after some time, show the way. Kinda cool. This has been done in some other games, but at least in this one, it tells you to just stand there and pray. So you listen to it, you just stand there. But it does take a little bit, so some people get impatient and start moving around.
My father used to tell me lots of stories about the Techno Age. It was his life's dream to learn all he could about that time and all the machines that were built then. Father, I'm almost there. It's right in front of me. The Brood, God, I don't know anything about them. The fate of the world? It's too big for me. All I know is, by getting closer to God, I'm getting closer to that age. The age of machines.
Alright, now you're in a completely new looking area. The deal with this area is there's a lot of teleporting around. So we'll head to this one. Hopefully I remember this right, because I don't... No, I don't think it's that one. Hopefully I'm gonna get through this without too much hassle. Thanatos! Leech power! Yeah, that... And this is where this guy's terrible, because he could steal AP. Which you would like to have, obviously. Alright. I think we want to go this way. It's been a while. No, that's a dead end. So if not, we're gonna be here a while. And I'd rather, obviously, not be here a while. If you've never played the game before, it's just a teleport maze. You just have to find the right teleports to take to get to the end. Now, Ryu can actually get quite a bit of EXP here. Because he's alone. Okay. This way? Yeah, there's Scar. I believed that by hunting the brood, by obeying God, I was saving the world. But now I wonder, was I? If they had wanted to, the brood could have stopped us at any time. What should I have done? No. Darn it. Blizzard! Yeah, these are the enemies that are gonna be the pain to you. They steal AP, they can hurt you quite a bit with their magic. Just a bad time. This is another reason I wanted to make some, maybe it is this one. I wanted to make some more wisdom fruits. Sorry, folks, I'm having to think really hard. My memory is not great. It's just, I've been through this particular part so many times that I'm trying really hard to remember. So if I'm not talking and focusing, I deeply apologize. You know, as a Let's Play player, I'm supposed to be talking. Is it green? I think it's green. See, I can remember the colors that I think I'm supposed to be going in. This shows me I'm on the right path. It's Pico, yes! Excuse me. Yes, Pico is talking to us. Weird, right? I don't even know what voice to give him because he's not spoke this entire time. I'm just gonna read his dial. Maybe I should give him my throat dying voice. How about that? I'm just gonna read his dialogue because I honestly don't have a voice for Pico at all. But this is the only time that Pico speaks, I believe, is in this world that Ryu's in right now. I've been watching you for a long time, Ryu. Yeah, Ryu's like, what? You need to do what you and only you think is right. The power of the brood is something to be respected and feared. But it's not enough to save or destroy the world. And then the game crashed. Well, that was fun. So after walking back here, let's try to continue, shall we? Sorry about that. I don't know why that happened. Have you come to a decision? You're one of the brood. You can't afford to think only of yourself, like the others, right? Think of what you could do with your power. Think of your people, those who gave you this power. If you have the power to change the world, you have to take responsibility for the world. Don't you? There's only one person who can take that kind of responsibility. The goddess Mira. Rise. Rise and give yourself to the goddess. Become one with the world. Who are you? Now, before you enter the next battle, I highly recommend you put on the Dream Ring.
Well, well, well. You count Yggdrasil among your companions.
That's a surprise. Still.
You understand, don't you, Ryu? We share the same blood. I know you. You must understand. All the others, they're weak and frail. They think only of themselves. No. What if our power were to be used by them for their small, selfish ends? You're wrong. We can only entrust our power to someone who understands, someone who sees and thinks of the world as a whole. Someone like Mira, Ryu. But what if she uses it for the wrong ends? If that's your choice, then. If you won't listen to me, I'm afraid I can't let you leave. I'm sorry, Ryu. But I have no choice but to leave you here in this dream.
Solo boss battle versus Arwen. Now, this fight can actually be extremely tough. But hopefully what I'll tell you will help ease the pain. Arwen has basically 4 moves. He has a basic attack. He has a sleep spell, which will put you to sleep, which is what the Dream Ring is for, which is why I told you to grab a Dream Ring. It'll make things much easier. Beyond that, he has 2 other moves. He has Chill, which does an okay amount of damage. And it's cold-based, obviously, Chill. And then he knows Blizzard, which will do a lot of damage to you. So you have a few options. You can A, turn into a frost dragon of some sort. By doing that, you negate half of his attacks. You negate his really deadly attacks. And as long as you have the Dream Ring on, you win. That's it. His basic attack is his weakest attack. So there's option 1. If you want to save AP and you have a lot of healing items. If you have the Ring of Ice on you, that'll negate, again, half of his attacks, and then with the Dream Ring, it's the same thing, except you're gonna have to chop away at his HP, which he has around 2,000, I believe, so it'll take a while to get through his HP, but most of his attacks won't hurt you, and then when he uses the frost attacks, guess what? You're healed. So now you won't even have to use that many healing items if you use the Ring of Ice. So there you go. There's option 2. Option 3 is to change into a force form of some kind. Use Aura, and you might just one-shot him, actually. He's weak to Holy. And by doing that, you'll end the fight really fast. But again, this uses AP, which you'll see why that's kind of a big deal after we beat him. One last note about this boss is that, again, he's weak to Holy. If you have a Holy Avenger from one of the super bosses, I always forget which one drops it. The Archmage and Berserker we've talked about in the container yard. One of them gives you the weapon, the Holy Avenger. It's a weapon for Rei and Ryu. It's Rei's strongest weapon, and is a great weapon for you to give him. But Ryu can use it too. While it's nowhere near as strong as the Royal Sword, it does have that Holy Elemental attached to it. And you can strike down Arwen really fast. Especially if you use it with something like Shadow Walk, which I have on Ryu. And just beat him down really easy with that. That way you don't have to change it to a dragon form. So, there you go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the Ring of Ice. That way I can show you his attacks. And there's the first one. There's Sleep. This is so deadly for you if you don't have a Dream Ring, because then Arwen gets a free hit. If he uses spells, it's practically a game over, because Ryu won't wake up. So, I really hope you have a Dream Ring, which is why I told you to grab one before you come in here. If you don't have a Dream Ring and Sleep is really what's getting you, you can always shift into Tiamat, into Ryu's Tiamat Dragon form, because that negates all of his status effect. That negates all status effects. Pretty good, Ryu dodged. So now we're just gonna stand here and swing, but maybe he won't do the cold attacks now. That'd be a shame. I wanted to show them all. Just know, Blizzard can do a lot of damage. Be careful. And again, because Ryu's alone, you have to worry about all of this. I know the first time I fought Arwen, way back, the first time I played this game, I know he whipped me good. There's Chill. Thank you for healing me. Normally that will do, I don't know, probably around, with Ryu at this level, a fourth of his HP and damage, somewhere around there. So the attacks hurt. The attacks hurt a lot. Those cold attacks he has. And you can see, even the physical attack can hurt quite a bit. Yeah, it's Chill again. Let's see how much it heals Ryu for. Now that he's taken some damage. Yeah, 48. And it also speeds you down, so if you happen to be faster, you're not going to be anymore. And that's also not good for Ryu's chances being alone. Because you won't have the time, if you take a lot of damage at once, you won't have the time to heal. Because Arwen will go first. That's, I think, everything to this boss fight now. So, if you have trouble, he can be a very tricky boss. Mainly because Ryu is alone, and as soon as Ryu falls, that's it. So you have to be prepared for all of Arwen's attacks. If you don't want to use any AP, this is honestly your best option. Hopefully you have a Dream Ring, and you have the Ring of Ice on you. Equip both of those, and the fight's the fight's done, basically. He has no move he can use to just take you out. And after several rounds, he'll die. Use a frost attack. I'm not gonna take any chances. Use a vitamin. Just in case he crits. You know, that'd be a terrible thing. And that's the biggest thing to this fight. Take no chances with it. You don't have anybody to revive Ryu if he goes down. There we go. Yeah, use chill. He hasn't shown off Blizzard yet. I know he has Blizzard because that, like I said, just destroyed me as a kid. Because it'll do, I don't know, I'd say at least half of Ryu's HP, probably more. And so if he decides to do something like Blizzard twice in a row, that's it, you lost. There we go, done. Ryu will gain 5,000 EXP though, so that's nice. Really, by equipping yourself that way or doing one of the other strategies I talked about, that will make the fight much, much easier.